let's get to our playoffs. Let's start with the NFC here.
Eagles are my one seed. They're going to dominate. Lions at the 2, Falcons at the 3, Seahawks at the 4, Commies at the 5, Rams at 6. They're going to sneak in. They always do. And then Packers at 7.
Sneak in. They won the division last year, the Rams, but all right.
But I'm saying they're going to sneak in because of Stafford's shit back. He's got like a 90-year-old back and a 40-year-old body. It's not good.
47.
That's close enough, right? Round up. Yeah, and then Packers at the 7. Boom. What do you think?
Eagles at 1. I can see it. I think looking at that roster, that's the best roster in the NFL. But Super Bowl hangovers, do they exist? Do they not? Usually they exist more for the losing team. But Philadelphia's super emotional. I think they'll take the tiniest of setbacks. And I think I could see them losing a couple more games than they did last year. Not really. Just kidding.
Really? They're going to be so good, man. They're going to be incredible.
Obviously, you have your Seahawks win division you mentioned earlier. That I have a bit of...
yeah, fair.
That's fine. I don't have any real gripes with this, to be honest. Other than, obviously, I wouldn't have Falcons winning division, but I could see it, so... The NFC is filled with these like weird teams where it's like if you stick it in the AFC, they almost don't have a chance, but in the NFC, life is just blooming.
Like I wanted to put the Buccaneers in there so bad, but like where do I put them?
Big show.
I got the Eagles at 1. They're just machines. Terrible. Number 2, the Detroit Lions, because as I said, they're still going to be fucking good. 3, I got the Niners. And at 4, it is the Atlanta Falcons. Those are my division winners. The 5th seed will be the Packers, because I do think they will be very good, just not quite at the level of the Lions. 6 is the Commies. And 7, I have the Rams sneaking in after a weird Matt Stafford missing a few games, still win, and then they get in the playoffs.
Okay, sure. I mean, if they don't win the division, that's how I kind of see them getting in. So, but I wrestled a long time with the 1 and 2. That's why I had so much issue immediately when Eli was confident, like Eagles, and so did you, I guess.
Yep.
I end up wrestling on the Eagles at 1 as well, but I am worried. I'm very worried just because of everything I said before. Emotional, Super Bowl hangover. I just think with Hurts and Saquon, it makes that Super Bowl hangover so much less likely. Their leadership is just like through the roof. I love what the O-linemen are saying. Mailata, he's like, oh, we're not the defending champs. He's like, no, we won everything last year. He's like, now is a new year. He's like, we're not defending anything. And I was like, oh, dude, you're the best. Eagles at 1. Lions at 2. I think they're going to be a juggernaut just like they were last year. I worry about injuries with them because Campbell just pushes those players to the limit. They could be blowing out the Jaguars by 50, and he's like, Jared Goff, let's do a trick play pass to an offensive lineman. Why not? Which I don't think is particularly smart. Rams at 3, winning division, over the Bucks at 4. I just think fake show, going to get that thing into wraps. Commanders at 5. I think with Jaden Daniels, I don't like their defense at all, to be honest. I think their offensive weapons are a bit overrated. Old Zach Ertz, old Debo. I love McLaurin, but I'm a bit worried about their defense, definitely. Packers at 6. I think they're going to be really good. I could easily see them being higher than this. Seahawks. Your Seahawks, Eli, sneaking in at 7.
People like them.
They're just getting in there. I just think their roster is so well-rounded. I still don't like their O-line, by the way. But
they're getting better. They're getting better.
At least they have one stud on that O-line now. But what are they missing other than offensive linemen? Like they just, like a really good linebacker? I don't even know. They just have everything, I think. I like their head coach, like their OC. Like I just think they're going to get it together. So Seahawks at 7. AFC playoffs now.
Number 1 seed in the AFC. You guys probably have it too. Actually, no, this is a toss-up. I got Bills as my number 1. And then I got the Ravens as the 2. Those two are just so interchangeable. I could see it either way. I'm just taking Bills on the slight edge that Josh Allen wins more games than Lamar does. Simple as that. And then Chiefs at the number 3. They're not as good as they used to be 3 seasons ago. They're not going to be the ones who are the number 1 seed, who get the bye. I don't see that anymore. They're grinding. They got to work for their wins. And they'll do well, but they'll be a gritty one. Texans at the 4. That division is shit. It's an automatic in. And then Raiders at 5. Like I said before, they're taking that step. This is a completely new team, and I'm buying the upside here. Broncos at 6. Not going to be as good as everyone thinks, but they'll make it in, get trounced and bounced in the first round. And then Bengals sneaking in at the 7. Joe Burrow's got to beat that gunslinger all season long. They're barely going to get in. Week 18. Nail biter.
Not only do you have the Raiders in, but you have them as the 5 seed above the Broncos and the Bengals. So
I like them.
how many games do you see them winning? 11?
Yeah, 11 range. 11 range.
11 win Raider team. Okay, wow. I have massive issue with that, but hey, sure. I guess someone's got to win 11 as a wild card. Why not?
Yeah, I don't love the Raiders either.
It happens.
Hell no.
No, it's good. It's fucking good.
You're on drugs, Joel.
I got the Bills as 1 also, Eli. Ravens is 2 naturally. 3, I got the Texans. I think they're going to breeze through the Colts and the Titans. Who knows? Perhaps the Jags too. I know divisional games aren't really like that, but I do think they'll get a good amount of wins out of their division. At 4, the Broncos, who I have winning that division. Then right under them is the Chiefs at 5. I got the Bengals at 6. And then the Chargers sneaking in the 7 seed.
So you have 3 from the AFC West as well.
Yes.
Again, but a different one. Same thing. I just want to be like Broncos winning the division. You are nuts. You ballsy bastard.
I'm crazy.
Okay, Ravens at 1. Love what I'm seeing from them. I think they're going to put it together. They were, 3 last year? Let's get them in that 1 spot, right? Nice and comfy. Bills at 2. Saw both of you at Chiefs dropping. Well, Joel doesn't have win division, but Eli, you also had him at 3. Chiefs at 3. I think they're still going to be an absolute problem. Juggernaut, the team to beat. But I just think the other 2 are going to rack up more regular season wins. I think the divisions are easier for both those teams, which you couldn't say in the past for the Ravens, but I think now you can. I think Bills could easily sweep everyone. Texans at 4, Broncos at 5. I think they can rack up a lot of regular season wins. Bengals at 6. I wanted to put them lower, but since I struggled so much with who I was having in at the end, and I ended up with the Patriots at 7, I just think they're going to get more wins than the Patriots. Barely. Patriots sneaking in there at 7, just begging to be beaten by a 3rd time to the Bills in the wild card round. What do you guys think?
I don't think Patriots make it, man. That's just a lot to ask. I don't think
a lot of growing pains in that.
Drake May season.
He's
I
good.
don't know if he can do it all though. Like he didn't look like not even close to a Jaden Daniels. He just looked like a regular old schmuck, like an upgraded Daniel Jones, I would say.
Whoa, okay, relax.
Hey, relax, guys.
I do think it's crazy to have them in there year 1. I like Vrabel, but year 1.
Year 1?
Yeah.
Year 2?
What?
Vrabel?
Oh, Vrabel. Oh, yeah. Well, Vrabel's but he's not like a rookie head coach, you know?
It's a second-year quarterback with a
man.
rookie head coach. It's like the same thing as Caleb Williams, except way
It doesn't look good on paper.
Not even close to the thing as Caleb Williams.
No, but I'm saying it's the same situation as you had a rookie quarterback playing with a not-so-good head coach who is now getting replaced. Obviously, Ben Johnson is a first-time head coach, first-year head coach. But it's still a new head coach with a second-year player.
I believe in Vrabel, man. He won the AFC with Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, that was incredible.
With you had Derrick Henry and AJ Brown, but that's it, you know. And the defense. Do I think?
He had a lot of good things, dude.
Okay, do I think he's going to get the defense right? Yes. Do I think that at OC McDaniel's going to make a huge difference? Absolutely. Do I like Travion Henderson at running back, the rookie? Yeah, man. He takes the preseason kickoff to the house. Like I love this guy. I'm all in. I think he's going to be an absolute receiving threat out of the backfield too with McDaniels. He's going to take a lot of pressure off Diggs, who's an old man who's going to have to carry a lot. So I think they can rack him up. I think they can split with Miami, sweep the Jets. Like their schedule too. It's kind of a breeze if you look at it, the Patriots. So
they're going to take a step, but I don't think they're making playoffs. That's just too big of a jump to make from last season where they got 5 wins.
Don't talk about last year, okay? It's a whole new year.
I agree.
I mean, like you have most of the same personnel.
5 wins, add another 5 to that, double it.
That's crazy. I have huge, major isstart with that. Lucas.
Book it. I don't even like the Patriots not doing it. I hate the Patriots.
You just like Kevin Booty.
Okay, don't start with someone else, you touch your stuff. Okay, final 4 time. I'll go first since it's still on the noggin. Ravens, I said we're my 1 seed. They're going to fall at home to the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are going to take it, yeah. That's good. Chiefs, not even in the AFC Championship game for the first time since ever with Mahomes around. So, there you go. Look that. Lamar's another stinker. Key turnovers. They lose at home. Buffalo moves on. Rams win on the road in a not-so-snowy game in Philadelphia. If it was too snowy, that's a huge problem. Rams getting past it. Don't shake your head. They were the closest team last year. This guy's laughing. That's an absolute fact. 13 yards away, all right? Just because Jalen Carter blows the whole thing up with a sack doesn't mean they were not the closest team to beating them. I love their team. I think they're going to get past the Eagles. And in the Super Bowl, the Rams are going to lose to Buffalo. It's Josh.
You had to do that. You had to say it like that.
I hate the Bills, and I can't stand everyone's pussyfooting around Josh Allen. But I believe he will get one, and I do think this is his year, and I do think that is a good matchup for them. I think the Bills, even though the Rams torched them last year, I think the Super Bowl, if they met, would be completely different. I think Allen wins the Super Bowl. And Super Bowl MVP, if anyone cares.
Eli, that sounds like pussyfooting to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
How is that pussyfooting?
Definition of it.
But I think Josh Allen's going to do it this year.
A guy I've been skeptical on while everyone else blows him. Okay, sure. If that's
Blows him for
pussyfooting,
good reason.
What?
I don't want to play it.
What the
Editor, cut that.
Nope.
Okay, Eli. Try to get past that and take over. Final
Your
four.
Rams, man, you got some weird gay obsession with them, and it's just not even.
You guys had
fair
this
to
last year, and
comment.
what happened?
Right, but now Stafford's back is giving out.
It's all
It's
good.
giving way. It's
all
giving
good.
way. You said you were skeptical of the Rams more so than any other season, and now you have them going to the Super Bowl?
I believe in clutch quarterback play. That's what I believe in.
He's one scratch on the back from being disappeared from his career. You know, he's one blow away from never playing ball again. Like who's their backup? I don't even know who it is. Like they're just
and then it's fucking what's his name?
they're just so toast, man. Like I can't trust him to go that far.
I don't trust something like that.
I got Bills versus Ravens, same as you, Lucas. Bills move on for the exact same reasons. We've seen how that plays out. Lions versus Eagles. All right. And I got the Lions moving on. This is destiny. This is destiny. They had everything clicking for them last season until they ran into a lucky shitty. No, I'm not gonna say that. A hot Commanders team that was catching everyone by surprise. I think they know what they did wrong last season. They're gonna lock in. They're not gonna take as many risks. I think Dan Campbell is strong and like ignorant in a way, or like stuck in his ways kind of coach. I think he has the ability to adapt still. People don't think he does, but I think he knows what went wrong last season. They're going to fix it. And with that being said, they're going to beat the Bills in the Super Bowl. It's the Lions' year.
Wow.
It's destiny. I got them taking it home.
Yeah, see, I don't believe in playoff Jared Goff at all. He's not.
But
been
I
good.
believe in Dan Campbell.
He said
Dan Campbell.
they learned from their mistakes from last year. Jared, you were the reason we lost in the playoffs. Don't do that again. I just don't think that's a thing.
I mean, it wasn't really his fault. He put up like 30-something against them. Against the
He
Commies,
threw
right?
A pick six and another pick. He was terrible, man.
Defense, too, though. Defense was injured to shit, man.
Yeah, defense was injured to shit because of the coach running.
But that's what I'm
down.
saying. He's going to adapt.
You think he's
Campbell's
not going to
gonna
run them
adapt.
into the ground this year?
I think he'll be more cautious.
I
sure.
think there's no evidence of that. He's going to run those players into the dirt.
They crumbled in the playoffs, right? They were expected to go to the Super Bowl, and I think that was a big blow they took. I think they're going to come back fighting and in a cautious way.
I do think they'll come back with a vengeance.
Fighting in a cautious way.
Fired up.
I'm absolutely worried about Jared Goff, but anyway. Joel?
But you trust Stafford more to get them there. All right.
Playoff Stafford?
Make sense.
Absolutely.
He's not even going to be able to play, man.
He'll play.
He's going to be on a stretcher.
If he's healthy, you trust playoff Jared Goff more than Stafford?
Stafford isn't healthy though, so
Okay,
I don't want to entertain.
okay.
I don't want to entertain that. I don't want to entertain that hypothetical.
You're a world-class Dodger.
I got no problem with it, Eli. I actually did have it written down until like 5 minutes ago, and I switched it.
Oh shit!
Not the exact same, but the Lions would have been that reason. But instead, I have the Eagles beating the Lions in the NFC Championship.
Great pick.
Because as much as I want to say the Lions are going to learn from their mistakes, the Eagles are just that good. You know, they can win in any way. They don't care who scores the touchdown. They just do it. It pains me to my core.
Oh,
But
that's a
I
great
think
take.
they're going to go back to the Super Bowl. On the other
They have their
side,
fun.
I have the Bills achieving glory, climbing the
All
mountain
of the Bills
to
of
beat the
AFC
Chiefs.
Sucks.
They're going to beat the Chiefs. They're finally going to fucking do it. And then after beating the Chiefs, they're going to ride that shit through the Super Bowl and beat the Eagles to win the franchise's first fucking Super Bowl. I think that would be so sick.
Nah, if those teams are meeting, Eagles are winning. Just saying.
I don't know, man.
They actually play late in the season, I believe. So that's going to be an interesting little preview. Yeah,
That would be such a good Super Bowl, Joel.
I love your
I
NFC
like
pick.
to have
Joel.
Lions Bills, but it just sounds too fairy tale to allow me to write that down. You know,
Hey, I get it. That's why you
Sometimes it's right in front of your nose.
Hey,
so
it
we
would be
all have
sick.
different NFC teams, but we all have the Bills. That sucks, huh?
The Ravens are the two there, but you know how that plays out.
I know. I desperately wanted to pick them, but I said last year Ravens were my pick
Yeah.
last year, and I said if Lamar chokes again, I will not pick them next year. So
Allen just has more of that clutch factor. Like I don't know what it is. Every playoff big game, Lamar doesn't do what he was doing all season long. It never translates.
and he turns the ball over badly, like really badly.
Defense was playing so fucking well too.
Allen was bad in that playoff game against the Ravens. He was bad.
I would say it was bad, but yeah,
Bad.
he was a deer in the headlights at the beginning for sure.
He was completely
Yeah.
lost. He threw for like 120 yards. He was bad.
Yeah.
It was just Mark Andrews and Lamar Jackson were like, "Hey, you guys want the ball? We'll just give it to you. It's all good. Like no problem." Like horrible.
Oh, yeah, that
pick
was
from
when-
Lamar.
That was
Horrible
when Andrews
fumble from
dropped the
Andrews.
2-point conversion, right?
Oh, horrible draw.
And he had a horrible fumble too. So
Yeah.
it's just I just don't believe in them right now. Now, who knows? Can they finally get together? Of course they can, but they're just upsetting. I wish they would. I hate the Bills. I hope the Ravens shit kick them if that. Anyway.
Yeah.